This week, as you can tell, our theme is tennis. So the equipment you might need for this will be a tennis racket, a set of maybe 4 cones, and some tennis balls. So if you can go and get those now and then come back, we're going to start with a warm-up. Tennis racket, cones, and some tennis balls. Good, off you go. Well. Right, this is now the warm-up for your tennis lesson. What I like to do is make a box with your cones, big as you can, probably mine's about 3-4 metres square. Nice box all the way around with a ball in one corner. I've got a ball down in this corner. All we're going to do is jog around our box. Every time we jog around our box, we're going to move our ball on one station. Okay, so we'll pick it up, move it on, and bend down. We're going to jog around. Try and get the blood going in your body, a little jog around. Again, we pick up, then we bend down and place. Keep that jog going. All the way around. Again, pick up and place down. Last one, pick up and down. Okay, we're going to have a stretch now. Just going to stretch those hamstrings. Leg nice and straight. Good, bend toes to the sky. And the other leg. Good. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Into our quads. 3, 2, 1. And change. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're now going to go to our groins. Feel that stretch right across. 3, 2, 1, and across the other side. And 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do the same drill, but we're going to go in reverse this time. We're going to try and jog it backwards. So jog back, pull down, keep jogging backwards. Just be careful if you're jogging backwards, and go sideways, backwards a bit more, and sideways. All movements we're doing in tennis. Cut the nibble, move to the next one. And a side step, and a forwards, and a side step, back, and move to the next go. Forwards, sideways, back, sideways, forwards. Last one, and we go. And finish there. Good. Just circles with our arms now. Nice big circles. And forwards. Okay, arms going across. Trying to keep our chest forwards at the moment. And then now relax. So we're swinging both ways. Good. Right across. And then just stretch. And the other way. Good. And relax. Excellent. Well done, boys. Let's get ready for some. Okay, boys. This is exercise number 1, and this is for all year groups to do. So 3, 2, 8. You need 3 different colour cones or objects, doesn't matter what they are. You're not going to do anything with them, just 3 different coloured objects. A blue, a red, and a green. And you're going to place them as I have in my square. We've done this exercise before when we did the sprinting drill, and this is looking at reactions. In tennis, we do a lot of sideways movement and a lot of quick reactions. Thinking about where our partner or the person we're playing against hits the ball, we've got to react. I want you nice and light on your toes. Your heels shouldn't be touching the floor very much, so you're right on your toes, and you're going to react and go to the different colours. Alright? So, all we're going to do to start with, I'm going to do it with you for the first one. I'm going to call out the colour and move, and I want you to come back to the middle each time. Like you played a tennis shot, you return back to the middle into the right part of the court. Okay, so on your toes, get your cone set out, and we're going to go blue, and back to the middle. And then we're going to go red, and back to the middle. And then we're going to go green, and back to the middle. Good. Ready? Keep jogging the middle, and green, and back, and blue, and back. Get down nice and low, and blue, and back. Good, jogging on the spot, keep jogging, keep working, don't stand, we're not resting, we're on the spot, ready to move. And red, and back, and again red, and back, and green, and back. Keep jogging on the spot, well done. Ready, we'll go a little bit faster. Blue, and back, red, and back, red, and back, red, and back, green, and back, blue, and back. Good, and rest. You've now got your tennis racket. I want you to get your tennis racket. We're going to do the same drill again. This time again, you're running across. Instead of just being lazy and touching with your racket, I want you still to see that hand going down. Okay, but you're now holding the racket in your hand as you do it. Ready? Jogging on the spot. Ready? Blue. And back. Again, racket in the middle. And green. And back. Racket in the middle. Red. And back. Racket in the middle. Okay, boys, now I'm going to let you have a go on your own. So I'm just going to stand here and call out the different colours. You are going to try and get to all different cones. So, are you ready? Right in the middle, jogging on the spot, tennis racket ready, and here we go. Ready, jogging, and red, and back. Blue, and back to them. And blue, and back. And green, and back. And red, and back. We're now going to go through some really fast ones, so really on your toes. Ready, red, and back. Green, and back, green, and back, blue, and back, blue, and back, red, back, green, back, blue, back, and rest. Well done, stop there. Excellent. Have a rest, have a drink, well done. Welcome back, boys. Now we're just going to go through some of the basic grip and stance for tennis. If you're an established tennis player, if you're a good tennis player, already, you'll be able to skip this little part of the video for the next minute or two. But again, if you are not an experienced tennis player, you haven't played that much tennis, okay, or you just want to go through, make sure your grip is right, and have a little look now. Okay, so the most basic grip in tennis is called our shake hands grip. So you imagine you're going to shake someone's hand, you place your hand out, thumb slightly to the side, and you look to shake someone's hand. So if their hand was coming in, you'd shake it that way, looking to shake someone's hand. From this position, we slide our tennis racket in, wrap our fingers round, and our thumb goes round. We don't have our thumb on top of the racket here, like this. Our thumb wraps right round. It's our basic shake hands grip. That's the grip we're going for. So as we draw the racket back, you can see my hand here, and if we turn to the backhand again, you see the back of my hand this side. It's our shake hands grip. So that's how we're looking to take the tennis racket. From this position, if we're square on, we're going to look to draw the racket back to one side, and as we draw the back racket back, this side comes round. So we're looking, the ideal is that as the ball comes, we're going to what we call the forehand, which is to our strong side, our right hand side. I'm going to go across the body, my arm's going to come across, and I'm looking to step across with this leg to play my forehand. Likewise on the backhand, the ball comes down this side, this arm then comes across my body, I twist the shoulders, my foot comes across, and I look to play with my backhand. Now, for many of you, you'd like to do a two-handed backhand. We might get onto backhands later on. For that, your second hand goes on to the top of the racket, and you look to bring both hands back. And again, still turn those shoulders. Okay? But let's stick with forehand at the moment. Right, boys. So we've got our shake hands grip. Looking to shake hands, racket goes in. All we're going to do from this position is learn to keep the ball up, but making sure that we are not turning the racket in our hands so it's like a frying pan. Okay? We still, as we turn the racket, our thumb now points towards the sky. So all we're going to do, we're going to do 5 or 10 keepy uppies on that side, then we're going to turn so the back of our hand points towards the sky, and again we're going for 10 keepy uppies in the middle here. And then we turn, rotate back again, thumb to the sky, 10 keepy uppies, and on the back again. For those of you who are slightly more advanced, I want the ball hitting the middle part of your racket. Okay, right in the middle, nothing around the frame, no what we call mishits around the frame. Everything in the middle of the racket. So we're doing a nice quick 5 or 10 on the back there, then we're flipping the racket and we're coming to the front. Okay, and then we're flipping to the back. But again, we're trying to keep the ball bouncing right in the centre of the racket. For you who are more advanced, lifting it a little bit higher will be more of a challenge. Right, off you go. Have about 3 or 4 sets of those. Go. Welcome back. Hopefully you got on all right with that forehand, backhand lift up into the air about 10 times. Now, if you wanted an extra challenge, we're looking to lift the ball up, side of the racket and up. This is again working on our eye and ball coordination. The side of the racket's really not much to aim at, so we're looking to lift the ball, use the side of the racket, lift the ball with the back again. Lift, side of the racket, back again. Lift, side of the racket, back again. Okay, have a quick go at that. It's a bit of a challenge, but have a go. Right, we're now going to look at our forehand. Our forehand for a right-hand player is looking to hit the ball that comes on our right-hand side. For a left-handed player, a forehand would be the ball came on their left-hand side and they're looking to strike it that way. So, I'm right-handed, so I've got my racket in my right hand. We're looking to play this ball as it comes down our right-hand side. We're looking, as I said earlier, to move our feet to get close to the ball, but not too close. We don't want the ball in this close to our body, we want the ball at arm's length away. So as the ball comes in, travels in, I'm going to simulate that by the ball being in line with my cone. So my cone is here. If I stood here, I'd be too close to play my forehand. So the idea is that I'm about this far away, so that when I turn, and then I use my left foot comes across, my right hand is there, I'm looking to hit the ball out in front of the line of my body here, just in front of my body, just here, I'm looking to hit the ball about that far away, there. That's the distance I want to be away. I'm looking to play the ball forwards, okay? Now, you'll notice that for some of you, some more advanced players, their racket comes round, comes down, and then as they play the ball, they come upwards. They're trying to get topspin on the ball. They're trying to get the ball to loop over the net. That means they can hit the ball a little bit harder. But for most of you, for the time being, I just want you to come back, round, and just come through. Now, I don't want a swooping action. I just want a gentle, straight arm. My whole arm is straight, gentle, through. Notice how my wrist is nice and firm. It's not flopping. Okay, it's not going to start hitting the ball like this. The wrist stays firm. It's the arm that brings the racket through. So, all I'd like you to do now, making sure you've got plenty of room around you, is just get into your ready position, jogging the spot, and then just practice going across and through. And then back to your ready position, across and through. Each time, just making sure that you can feel that movement and that you're not bending that wrist is nice and firm, and you hit the ball through. Now, the best thing you could do here is if you can find space in front of a mirror, or maybe some patio doors where you can see a reflection. If you can see yourself, okay, I can see a reflection of myself in the distance actually, and I can see myself playing this shot. And you can very easily see, oh, I'm doing this with my wrist, or my arm is coming down and up again. Okay, so have a look at a mirror, try and get through. All right, go and have plenty of swings, 20, 30 swings, looking in the mirror, making sure that that action is a straight arm and follow through. Off you go. Okay, now's the opportunity for you to head outside. If you've got a useful wall to play against, that would be great. If not, if you've got someone that could feed to you in the garden, that would be great. What we're going to look at is just playing some of those gentle forehands. Again, we're not going to be looking to thrash the ball up and down. We're just going to look to try and play the ball and go through that action, and maybe introducing the ball. So, grab a partner, a brother or sister, mum and dad maybe, or if you can find a wall, that would be great. Off you go. Okay, now if you're outside, I'm standing about 5 or 6 meters away from my wall. I'm going to look to drop the ball, play the shot through just very gently, just to get them used to hitting a ball. Again, trying to make sure the ball hits the middle part of the racket. So I'm going to drop my ball, play it through, I'm then going to drop a second ball, and again, play it through. Each time making sure that my opposite foot comes round, I turn those shoulders. So in my ready position, okay, ball goes up, down, lift the play the ball through. That's a little bit close to me. Again, ready position, ball goes up and down, and looking to play the ball through. Once more, ready, ball goes up, down, and playing the ball through. Each time, again, if I can, just recovering the ball and looking to play the ball in the middle of the racket each time. Again, keep going through. That one didn't bounce very much. A little bit higher, and playing the ball through. So, I'd like you to just try and keep a rally going. Try and do about 20 of those, 20, maybe even 30 of those, back and forth. If you could try and do them all in a row, so you know that you're bouncing the ball back to yourself, that's a good sign. All right, releasing that ball, step across and play. Okay, off you go. Okay, looking at this is now for slightly more advanced. We're moving on from that basic forehand. We're now looking to bring that racket back, come from low to high, and we're looking to come up behind the ball. So our racket now is looking to wrap over, right up the back of the ball, so the ball is getting some topspin onto it. Okay, now we don't do this by twisting our wrist or by doing this. We do it by just slightly changing the angle of the racket, but making sure we tilt that wrist forward, that we come through behind the ball, so the angle of the racket is like that as we hit the ball, so we hit upwards, and that will allow us to rotate the ball. Okay, this is for you slightly more advanced tennis players. Again, in this position, we're going to look to drop the ball, but this time as we come round, we're going to just try and lift our arms slightly so we get some topspin on the ball. Notice how that action is slightly more upwards than our original through action. Okay, so into our ready position, ball goes up, whoa, dodgy bounce. We'll go again, ready, ball goes up, down, looking to hit the back of the ball. Ready, up, down, and through. Leave that one go. Ready, up, down. Ball's not bouncing very well on here. Up, down, across. There. That was a good one. And again, looking to hit behind that ball from low to high. Okay, from low to high. Bounce a little bit close to me, a little bit further away. We're looking to get that rotation. You should be able to see on the ball that after you've hit it, you can see it spinning forwards a little bit more than it was before. Okay, that means that you've managed to come down from low to high over the ball. All right, off you go, try and get another 20, 30 of those in, and then come back again. Well done. Okay, now we're going to look at a little bit of volleying. So, to volley the ball, we're looking to take the ball before it bounces. So, as the ball comes over the net, just before it bounces, we're looking to come up with a firm wrist, nice high racket. We're looking to volley the ball, hit the ball in the middle of our racket, and volley it back again. The only time we can't volley in tennis is when someone served the ball, we have to let it bounce inside the service box. Apart from that, at any point during the game, you can choose to volley the ball. Again, volley is made in line with the front of the body. So in my front foot here, we're looking to volley the ball. It might be low, it might be high. We're looking to volley the ball and get it down onto the other person's side of the net. Okay, the practice for this is we go outside, we're going to pick a wall to play against, and we're going to look to volley the ball back and forth. I'm going to pick a big target like the Parkside sign to start with, and I'm going to volley the ball next to it. Just looking to volley the ball against, keeping my wrist nice and firm, playing the ball into the Parkside sign. If you manage to do that about 20 times, go for a smaller area. I'm now going to pick this part of the wall here, and I'm going to try and volley against the wall, again, keeping the ball against the wall in that area there. If you manage to do that, now I want to make it tougher. I want to get the ball going back and forth flatter. So rather than coming up, hit there and drop down, I now want to lift my racket a little bit higher. The ball could just go back and forth, okay? Much flatter, back and forth, punching the ball against the wall, showing nice control, okay? Strong wrist as you're doing it, okay? Go out, have a practice at each of those exercises. The faster you can get that ball going against the wall, the better. All right? Off you go. Okay, boys, we're now going to look at our backhand. So we've looked at our forehand, we've looked at a bit of volleying, we're now going to look at everything on our backhand. Now, as I said, for adults, lots of us play a one-handed backhand because we're strong enough. For lots of you boys, you find it easier to do a two-handed backhand. For that purpose, all let's do, shake hands, grip with our forehand, but our second hand comes in, joins onto the racket, again, almost a reverse a reverse shake hands. I've lost my words there. And then from this position, we look to draw the racket back. Again, turning our shoulders, opposite foot comes across. We look to extend exactly the same, a reverse of the forehand without those hands coming through. Again, I like to play it one-handed, so I come from this position, step across, rotate, and then I go low to high. So, in this one, we're looking to bring the back of the hand across. So we step across with our right foot, the back of the hand is there, and we look to bring the ball through, making contact again, in line with our body, front of our body here. We're looking to make contact and go through. Now, there are different types of backhand, but let's just go for that basic action. So, find a bit of space around you, step across, and let's see you going through that backhand motion. Okay, again, step across, backhand motion. All right, nice big follow through each time, all the way through. We're looking to rotate and play through. All right, find some space, have a go. Okay, now we're going to try and do that backhand. Again, I'm back outside using that wall. Okay, I'm going to rotate and just try and look to play that backhand against the wall. So, it's going to be slightly tricky for you. You're going to throw that ball up, you're going to step across and play the backhand. You're using two hands, okay, you're going to throw the ball up, get your second hand on the racket really quickly, and then play the backhand. Okay, let me try it with one, and then we'll go with two. So from here, this position, ball goes up, I want to step, and I want to play that backhand. All right, again, ball goes up, I want to step, and I want to play that backhand. That ball bounced a bit towards me. Once more, ball goes up, step, play the ball across. Okay, if you're going with two hands, we're looking to go again, step, throw the ball, step, two hands, and play the ball through. Again, throw, we're looking to step, play the ball through. Again, two hands in control, and through. Right, out you go, see how many you can do. If you can try and keep a little rally going against the wall, great, but don't sacrifice technique. Don't start playing all your shots like this. Okay, we want to see that proper shot going through. It's better you do that once and pick up the ball than do 10 where you're just hitting it from down here each time. Off you go. Okay, let's drop back into that volley now, but this time we're going to look at the backhand volley. We've just looked at the backhand against the wall, now we're going to look at backhand volley. So, from this position again, I'm going back to my park side sign. I'm looking to try and keep the ball nice and high. Again, using my backhand. You see my backhand's not quite as strong. I've got the routine there a bit more now. So again, trying to lift it up, playing my backhand. Again, on this side, again against the wall, just trying to keep that backhand volley going. All right, once more. And there, using my backhand. See, my backhand needs a bit of work, boys, I think. All right, nice high racket against the wall, using that backhand. Okay, off you go. Again, try and keep 10, 20. If you can do 20 in a row, well, you're going to be far better than I am. Try and keep as many as you can going in a row, lifting that nice and high. Off you go, please. Okay, the last exercise I want you to do, this will require you having a partner or someone with you. Okay, this is where the decision is now taken out of your control. They are going to serve or throw the ball to you, and you are going to decide whether you're going to very quickly move and play it with the forehand, or you're going to move and play it with the backhand. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to be standing in the middle. Now, if you've got a patio, that would be great. If you've got out on the grass, again, should be fine. Hopefully, as long as the bounce is firm enough. And you're just going to look to stand here to start with. They're going to throw the ball, either forehand or backhand, you don't know which, and then you're going to look to turn, play the ball. You're looking to play it back to them to start with. So if you can, bounce, you hit it back with good technique, they catch it. Don't sacrifice technique for trying to just pop it back to them so they get a nice easy catch. Just go for good technique, and then they can go and grab the ball afterwards. Okay, after you've done that a few times, now I want you to find a target. So aim at a particular bush or fence panel or something in the garden. The feed comes in, and you play your shot forehand or backhand. Don't worry about that falling down. Okay, I think that one's going to go now as well. But again, the feed comes in, forehand to a particular area. Then in again, forehand or backhand, sorry, into a particular area. Pick a bush, try and hit your target. Then finally, after that, you might want to do some volleying. Your feeder throws the ball, and all you're looking to do is just volley the ball, forehand and backhand. Again, forehand and then backhand. And you're playing it back to the person each time. Alright, that is your final exercise. After that, that's going to be the end of your session. So I want you to go off and practice these about 10 times each, maybe 20 or 30 times with the volley. And then that's going to be the end of your tennis session today, boys. Okay, well done. Good luck with that last exercise. And I will see you. Have a great weekend. A day off tomorrow. Have a great weekend. And I will see you for your third hit session on Monday.